as it were, the noise of thunder. One of the four beasts saying, "Come and see." And I saw, and behold, a white horse.
Hail to the king, baby.
Your tongue or have it cut from your head. Save your life by keeping whispers unsaid. Children roam the streets, now opens a war. Bodies hanging in the streets to adore. Oil flames will cover path in chaos, bringing daylight to the night. Death is riding in the town with armor. They come to take all your rights. Hail to the king, hail to the world, kneel to the crown, stand in the sun. Hail to the king. Blood is spilled while holding keys to the throne. Born again, but it's too late to atone. No mercy from the edge of the blade. Dare escape and learn the price to be paid. Let the water flow with shades of red now. Arrows black out all the light. Death is riding in the town with armor. They come to grant you your rights. Hail to the king, hail to the world, kneel to the ground, stand in the sun. Hail to the king. There's a taste of fear when the henchmen call. Iron Fist to Chamberlain, Iron Fist to claim it all. Hail to the king, hail to the world, kneel to the crown, stand in the sun. Hail to the king, hail to the world, kneel to the ground, stand in the sun. Hail to the king.
Oh man, happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Power.
Friday.
Fuck
Gotta
you-
get down on Friday.
Fuck yourself, Jimmy.
Enjoy the lovely snow.
Yes,
It's snowing in like not everywhere. though.
I know.
It's
when
like,
I left to go pick up Sarah, it wasn't snowing. I got to like almost at the exit I had to get off at, and then it was a blizzard. Like at the drop of a hat,
Well,
it was like blizzard.
it was snowing in Maple Shade, and then I went down Haddonfield Road and it wasn't snowing, and then I went down 38 and it wasn't snowing, and then I turned around 38 and it was snowing. Like to get here, it was really really weird.
Yeah, that's you know. And as I was telling Sarah, I blame the meteorologists for this happening today. If they didn't predict the wrong storm on Monday, then this wouldn't be happening. Because right now, this is what should have happened on Monday.
Yeah, but this isn't even going to be that bad.
Oh, I know, but still, this is technically still a blizzard, even though it's not snowing that bad outside. If you can't see more than a car ahead of you, that's a blizzard.
I normally, when I'm driving, I can't see past the car that's in front of me.
Well,
Normally,
you know what I mean.
no, I don't.
Like,
I mean, how many
on-
cars do you see that?
On a highway,
Unless it's like a clear car. Ooh, can we get clear cars?
probably. They have them in Jurassic World. Those little sphere cylinder vehicle things.
I just want a clear car.
That's all you want is a clear
Just
car.
a clear car.
You want
an invisible boatmobile.
an invisible boatmobile. I want one of those too. That'd
Along
be great.
with signed copies of Prince.
Signed copies of Prince. Speaking of that, I was checking the Facebooks and whatnot, and we're at 384 likes.
84?
Yeah, 384.
We need more.
16 more likes by Sunday.
And that's what? That'll give us 400.
Yeah, that was 400.
So we need 616 more by the end of February so we can get signed copies of Prince.
No, then the Prince copies come with 400 likes.
No, I thought we were like 1,000. It was 1,000, right?
I can't remember.
We were shooting up for 400. If we got to 1,000, I'd be very happy.
By February, and we'll get. You know, we're gonna jack this up. We are gonna get you nude signed copies of Prince. Okay, we're gonna get you nude Prince. All right.
You know, the funny thing would be is if my buddy John walks in right now, or other guests will walk in at that
Is somebody
exact
coming
moment.
in today?
Yeah, my buddy John Pennant's coming today. But
You don't tell me anything.
if he walked in at that exact moment and had no clue what we were talking about, it'd been fun to try to explain.
So we're up.
what
in,
it
so we're
was.
up in the ante.
We are.
Okay, so we need 616 likes by the end of February, and you will all receive. Every single person that likes it will receive nude Prince. Signed
Not okay.
nude Prince.
That
Okay?
is not okay.
Okay.
Sure, sign nude Prince, whatever you say.
Pictures
Yes.
of Prince.
Yeah.
Nude.
Yes. Oh shit! We didn't get to the introduction yet. This show's already gone off the rail. To my left, as always, the man of many voices on this show, Jimmy Scola.
Hello.
And then across from me is one of our Power of Lemon girls, known as Cinderella, but she is the lovely Sarah, who is here with us as always.
She's like the only one that like talks, so that works. The other ones are never here, and
Yeah. And then my buddy John Pennington's going to be here in just a little bit to promote an event.
and who's John Pennington?
He is
Give me some info so
well,
I can
he,
not look like a dweeb.
he's a singer, and he's been a singer in multiple bands.
Mm.
But he's
Was he with Prince?
he was not with Prince.
Does
But
he have Prince?
he does not have Prince. But
What does
he's
he use for a headshot.
he is going to he's actually moving out to I think a Midwest or something within the next few weeks, and he's going to be doing what's called the Last Jam with Johnny P at Shady Katie's.
Johnny P.
Yeah, John Pennington.
Oh,
And
not Johnny Popo.
not Johnny Popo. But
There's too many P words.
there is. But it's going to be at Shady Katie's, and it's going to be February 15th.
Okay.
And there's going to be there's going to be cult bands performing. I know Octane's going to be there performing live.
That was the band. I couldn't remember who the band was.
I believe.
I was like, we were sitting there talking about the bands that were at the Red Cross event.
They weren't
that
there.
flopped.
Octane wasn't there.
They were there in spirit.
Octane was not there, but there was. It was the one band that bitched us because it rained and power went
Didn't
out.
they come to the redo?
No.
I feel like they came to the redo.
Nope, they did not
Why not?
because they weren't supposed to be there.
They should have
At
been.
the redo, it was just God Shed Eyes and Splashing Violet and Alex and Joe Finelli. Because remember, the power crapped out the moment Alex took the stage, and the power just went bye bye.
It was awesome.
No, that was a
Good-
shame.
good days.
I felt so bad for her.
It was good days.
But yeah, so we got a lot of stuff happening today. Again, John's gonna be here a little bit to hang out with us, and people who don't know who John Pennington is will know the hilarity that is John Pennington. And literally, the snow held us off. We started about 15 minutes late today. The snow
I just
caused
want
an
to point out there
issue.
that I was
That-
15 minutes early.
That you were here on time today, and
here
I was late.
15 minutes early.
But in just a few minutes, we're gonna have somebody call into the show. One of the members of the underground, not so much underground anymore, but one of the members of the rap group Twisted, Mr. Jamie Madrox is going to be calling in just a little bit to promote the new album, which is called The Darkness, and it's in stores now.
And who are they?
They are a rap group. They were part of the of ICP's label, and then they recently left 3 years ago. They left the album, and started their own record label.
Okay.
And so he'll be calling in actually now. So you guys talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. Let's do this. So, how have you been?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I think, not sleeping well, but hey, that's normal. So, wow, this is you're back. Every week I'm like, is she coming? Is she coming? Because I want to make more Prince jokes, and they're there, but it's not relevant because you giggle every time we say it.
I'm sorry.
No, it's awesome. I love it. I think we should do it though. I mean, Oh, so what's been going on in your world? What's new?
Just been keeping busy.
Yeah.
I got published in Creative Cosplay magazine.
Yep, Lynn was saying that the other day.
I made
so.
6 pages in the back cover.
Wow, that is
It's
awesome.
their very first issue.
Making traction, making waves. Yeah. What else is going on? You got anything else happening? Crazy stuff? Anything in the works?
Not much.
No, you're not giving me anything here.
What about Wawa?
Wow.
Going
Oh
on
no,
Wawa.
no, we don't use that company here. We don't use that here. We try to keep my actual employment under wraps in case I say things that may incriminate me.
Okay, we'll keep the goose under the radar.
That's it.
Yes.
Squawk. Right? That's what a goose says. Squawk.
Yes.
Magook.
You're gook.
Magook.
Don't say that.
Can I make weird noises as I speak?
No.
Like in the background. Like like mayonnaise.
All right, real quick, let me cue this shit up right here. As we welcome, we got the confirmation about this stuff by this gentleman calling in. I kind of had a huge geek out moment. I've been a big fan of these guys for a long, long time. He is one half of Twisted, and he's Mr. Jamie Madrox. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, man. How about you?
Not too bad, not too bad at all. Thank you for taking the time out to speak with us today. It's greatly appreciated.
I appreciate your appreciation for appreciating things. Hell yeah.
Well, sir, right off the bat, I do want to talk to you about the new album, The Darkness. It is out in stores now, correct?
It is indeed. It came out Tuesday, and it's pretty awesome, and people are digging it really a lot, and I'm really excited about that. It's been the shit. I haven't been asleep since Tuesday. I've been up wired with anticipation.
Well, I'm sure juggalos and lets around the world have been the same. I recently purchased my copy via iTunes, and I've listened to it mostly for better part of the whole day today, waiting for you to call in. Been a fan for a long, long time. So as a radio personality, this is awesome. As a fan, it's even more awesome.
That's awesome. I thank you for that. That's hella cool. Hell yeah.
Now, in regards to the not so much the new album, but I was watching a video, and this is one of the questions. What we did was I had gone on to a lot of Juggalo-based fan pages on Facebook and had them submit a couple questions to us, to ask throughout the interview. And one of them was, and they brought up a really awesome point. What was it like working with Kane Hodder and Sid Haig on the video shoot for Sick Man?
It was absolutely awesome. Anybody who knows us or even knows about us knows that we're like all about horror movies. We love any and all horror movies, and Jason Voorhees. I mean, come on, Captain Spaulding. man, stop playing. It's amazing. So to be able to work with those guys, you know, Kane and Sid and stuff like that, and they're uber professional, and at the same time yet fun and crazy. Like Kane's a little more wild than Sid. Sid'll talk shit to you and be like, you know, are you fucking with me? Am I allowed to cuss? First of all?
Oh yeah,
Yes, you are.
it's all internet based. There's no FCC
I
regulations.
just want to make sure. I just realized what I was doing. I was like, oh shit, you just said fuck on the radio. Okay. But anyway, but you know what I mean? It's like Sid'll talk shit to you. You know what I mean? Which is cool. And like, you know, once you laugh at it, you know, and everything, then he's like totally all about it. But Kane has a fucking, he likes to mess with you. And we were shooting these scenes and they still weren't even used for the video. I had a pillowcase burlap sack thing over my head, and Kane's character, the sick man, was pushing me, and I told him, I'm like, this has to look real. This has to look as best as we can. I know we're not winning any awards, but fucking shove me as hard. And he's like, man, nah, man, in the movies, you got stuntmen and shit like that. I'm like, I don't care. We don't have a budget for that. Just fucking shove me. And when I tell you he fucking shoved me, I rolled down this fucking hill, hitting every rock, crack, crevasse, tree, woodland creature, you name it. I hit them all tumbling down the hill. And it was fucking great, man. And it looked amazing. And it didn't even make the video. So all my bumps in that were for nothing more than just my own personal story of getting shoved down a hill by Kane Hodder. Who else can say that? I can. So it's fucking amazing.
I actually ended up meeting Kane Hodder at a horror convention here in Jersey called Monster Mania, and in the picture that he took with me, he was choking me, and it was not a fake choking in any way, shape, or form. I was actually slowly losing oxygen to my brain as he was choking me.
Your friends are like, you're looking a little purple blue in that picture. You're like, oh yeah, that's not an accident, motherfucker. Hell yeah. No, he knows that he has a way of doing his thing in his actor like fashion, but he really doesn't know how to like pull the punch kind of thing or not choke someone for a goddamn photo, because he does that shit to us too. But he's a really good dude, and it's an honor to know him and call him a friend. So
well,
in that regard, I'm like over the moon about it.
I mean, when I had I told my daughters, I have two daughters, they're 11 and 9. But when they first went to the convention with me, they had met Kane while they were there, and he unintentionally scared my youngest child. Well, it was more or less, you know, I was standing to his left with my oldest daughter, and my youngest daughter was standing to his right, and he kind of looked up to her, or looked down at her, and said hi, and she immediately ran, and came to me and squeezed me as hard as she possibly could have, just from sheer terror.
Looking for salvation in Daddy's arms.
Yes.
Hell yeah, she was just like, save me from the monster man. Like, hell yeah.
Oh, definitely. But that leads into my own personal question in regards to celebrity-wise, not just specifically movies, but at all. Is there any musician or celebrity that you have met that shocked you that they were a fan of yourselves or ICP or anybody on the Psychopathic label?
You know, well, I don't know. Only people that I would really say that have ever expressed like that kind of love was like I said, like Kane and Sid. They're like a different kind of people. As far as other people that we've met that have been like that, not that I've met. I've heard through the grapevine that there are a few people who, I don't want to be presumptuous and say that it's real, but that have said that, you know, oh yeah, man, they're totally down with Twisted and they bump that shit all the time, and they may or may not be some wrestlers and stuff like that who people might know, and I think that's cool, because it's like, I think it's a cool thing when I'm a fan of something and then I hear that just you know, I just fanboy out with that kind of shit. So it's uber cool. But yeah, to say that I've met them, no, probably not.
Oh, I know that Sarah's been chomping the bit. She has like a list of questions here for you.
Just two, mainly just two.
Wait, what's that now?
This is Sarah. Hello.
Oh, what's up, Sarah? How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm on the radio. I'm fucking ecstatic right now. It's a great thing to be. Hell yeah.
What I would like to ask you is, what was it like seeing Proof freestyle?
Wait, what was it like seeing Proof freestyle?
Yes.
You know, with him, it was let's say, okay, he was a talent, and unfortunately, it was a very short-lived talent. The skills that he possessed as a person to be able to do some of the stuff that he did, to be able to command audiences, and every time he was on, he was always in his element, and you could constantly see him shine, whether you were just speaking with him or actually watching him entertain or do the rap battle thing or whatever it may be. But something about him, but you could always tell like he was blessed with the talent, and it really sucks that he was taken away from us all too early. So, you know, rest in peace. But yeah, so I don't know.
And what was like the craziest thing that ever happened at the hip hop shop? I'm sure there were many, but like one that like in your top 5.
Yeah, man, I don't know. It's been so long. I don't know. I have nothing for that one. I'm sorry. Yeah,
that's all right.
Too many crazy nights. No, I don't know. You know what I mean? Just yeah. It's been a while.
Well, there was a question again that was posed was from one of the pages. It was one that I wanted to ask as well, kind of bouncing off of Sarah's question. What is I'm sure there's many of them throughout your career, but what is one of the weirdest things that's ever happened before, during, or after a Twisted show?
Before, during, or after a Twisted show. Okay. Before the Twisted show, after or during. I know one time during a Twisted show, Shaggy 2 Dope took one of the fire extinguishers and let it go on stage, and me and my brother totally lost air and went off to the side of the stage and puked. And as professionals as we were, we puked our guts out and we went right back to performing, and that was amazing. And just watching the first row of people they actually kind of do that faint thing. They like fainted and they like looked up and like, did that really happen? And we like made that eye contact, like, yes, that really happened. Right. Before a Twisted show, there was a crazy. I mean, I don't know. I can't even call him crazy because I don't know what kind of. Maybe he was told by some demented demon or happy-go-lucky angel. But this motherfucker approached our tour bus, got past the door, and in the front lounge with a gigantic like ninja sword. Oh, and it was very short lived because he was soon tackled by a couple of our buddies. But the fact that he got that far, and I'm not quite sure. So in my mind, I think that he was there to like on some sort of secret mission to kill us. Like I never got the why, but that's pretty fucking weird. That scares me to this day. Just to know, it's like, dude, who's Samurai Sam up there, or fucking, Ninja Ned? Who the fuck just kicked in the door with the samurai sword just standing?
Ninja Ned.
Insane. Right. And I was blown away by it. I couldn't get it. And like that whole entire day, everyone just like, stop asking questions. I was like, was he trying to kill us? What was the motive of coming in the bus? I think he wanted to kill us. They're like, wow, you really hung up on this guy. Like, he came in our bus with a goddamn sharp weapon. Of course I'm hung up on it. I need to know what's going on.
Oh yeah,
so yeah,
definitely. That's pertinent information when someone walks anywhere that anybody is with a large weapon
Right.
of that sort.
Samurai ninja sword, right. So now to this day, anytime we ever like go places or whatever, or hire new security or anything like that, they're like, "Is there anything special that we need to know?" We're like, "Watch for ninjas." What does that mean? And we're like, "You'll get it." So yeah, so that's definitely a before and a during. As far as after, I don't know. I'd have to marinate on that one for a minute. But at least that's 2 of the 3.
Yeah, it's better than none.
Absolutely.
So, real quick, going back to the current album as well as tour, is there going to be a full-fledged North American tour to support the album? I've seen a couple dates here and there. One in Reading, PA, for the Beer, Bud, and Booze show, I believe.
Yep. It's that's the it's like a St. Patrick's Day kind of celebration. The ones that you're seeing right now are like special one-off spot show kind of things. There is indeed going to be an actual tour in support of the Darkness. And forgive me, I'm horrible with dates. My brother, he's like the one who knows like dates for everything and all that. But I just heard him tell someone in an interview yesterday that there is, and I know it's coming up. I want to say April-ish, like sometime in April. So the best thing to do would be keep checking the Facebook and the .com and all that for the information. I'm sure as soon as stuff is like confirmed and in stone, it'll be up there for everyone to to see and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep it on. And again, any shows that come to the area, we'll gladly plug here onto the show, and talk it up. And hopefully, when you come to the area, we can talk to you again as well. But in regards to the album itself, it has been 3 years since Twisted has parted ways with Psychopathic. Is there any? I don't want to say ill will, but is there any bad vibes, or was it a amicable split up?
No, there's no bad vibes, and it was I'm not sure what the hell amicable means. I can't even spell it nor pronounce it, so I don't want to get too fancy and say that. But what I will say is, no, man, those guys are our brothers. ICP, they put us on, and we will always forevermore be grateful for that. They're like brothers. They're always going to be so. No matter where we go in the world, that'll always be our bros, man. They're over there doing it, and there comes a point in time when you feel that there's nothing else left for you but to move forward. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like I like it to the scenario of, you know what, it's time, Mom, I'm gonna leave the basement. I know I'm grown up now. I've been down here. I've been pissing in the sink and drinking my 40s and leaving them on the stairs. I'm sorry, Mom. You know what I mean? I know you see the pizza boxes everywhere. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna go get my own place and join the workforce and live in the world and this, that, and the other. And that's kind of what we like it to. It's a matter of going out and doing them proud, man. You know what I mean? Or taking the world by the reins. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And real quick, I do have to give a bit of a shout out here to some fans that are listening. And that's the guys over the Juggalo Family Chat on Facebook. They've been promoting this thing nonstop all day today. And I do want to thank them for that. And especially the admin of the page, who has the greatest username ever of Glaze, You Dead Donut. Thank you, sir, for promoting this thing today.
Wow, that is fucking awesome. Holy shit.
I think that's one of the best names I've seen on Facebook. So
that is absolutely stellar.
Now, real quick, but before we let you go here, I do want to ask, because I know that you've done the wrestling with Juggalo Championship Wrestling, so I'm going to assume that you are still a fan of pro wrestling.
I am, but what it is with wrestling, this is going to segue into wrestling questions, isn't it?
Well, just one.
Oh, that's fine. But what I was going to say is real quick with wrestling. What I've noticed is that like I go to it and then like I go away from it, and when I come back, every time I come back to it, I never know what the fuck's going on. Like the last time that I left wrestling, there was a guy named Carlito, and he used to eat apples and spit them in their faces, and then I blinked my eyes, and I was like, you know what, I'm done with wrestling for a while, and I came back, and now there's no Carlito. There's like the Shield, and now they're not together no more. So I don't really know names of people very much, but I just recently, at this last month, started diving back into WWE. So bear with me, but go ahead. I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there in case you're like, you don't know. You don't know that guy's name. I can describe the shit out of all of them for you, but I just don't know all their names. But go ahead, I'm listening.
The question I had was based on the older generations of wrestling fans.
Okay, great.
Nothing too current. I do ask this of a lot of the guests, and is there anybody from the 80s, 90s generation that you feel deserves a spot inside of their Hall of Fame? Randy Savage is finally getting in after many, many years, long overdue.
Yeah.
But do you think there's anybody that isn't there, even a mid-carder or anything like that, because to give you an example, a year ago, we actually had Jerry Lawler on our show, and he had said that Andy Kaufman deserves to be inside the Hall of Fame.
That's interesting. That's actually interesting that he would say that. Wow. It was when my favorite wrestler of all time obviously is Ultimate Warrior. He's the man. He's already in there. When my second was Randy. He just actually got put in there. Hogan was in there since day one. Right. They made the Hall of Fame with like the trophies have his beard and handlebar mustache on it. So. Jeez, I'm trying to think. See, that's the thing. I would have to know who isn't in there. I guess. Okay, you know what? I'm going to say this because this would be like in my fourth or fifth favorite wrestler, but he might already be in there. I would say Bret Hart. Is Bret Hart in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Damn it! Son of a bitch! Here I thought I had it. Because it's like. After those guys, I would span off into tag teams, and if it wasn't the Hart Foundation, it would probably be like the Killer Bees. The Killer Bees were always cool. They were fucking amazing.
I forgot about the Killer Bees. That's
Brian Blair and Jumping Jim Bronzell. Come on, how could you ever forget the Killer Bees? They were amazing. You never knew which one was. They'd go under the apron and come back out with the mask on and finish the move in 1, 2, 3. And no one ever knew which one was the legal man in the ring. There was something about that was like, wow, it was captivating. I don't know why.
I forgot about them, but now thank you for reminding me of them because there's certain teams I've forgotten about in the last couple of years, but I always get reminded of the best ones, and the Killer Bees were, without a doubt, a fantastic tag team.
They were pretty awesome.
But Jamie,
Legion of Doom too. Come on, Legion of Doom would have been the go-to guys right off the bat. But something about Killer Bees, I figured they were more obscure, even in that regard. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah.
So, real quick, just to plug everything I possibly can, you can catch Twisted in Reading, Pennsylvania, which is the closest they're coming to our area. But get your asses out there and go see them. It's you guys. It's Blaze.
Yeah, Blaze your dead homie. Not Blaze your dead donut, but Blaze your dead homie. Fuck yeah.
And keep an eye on the Facebook and websites for the announcement of a North American tour. When it's announced, get your asses out there to see them live. Twisted Show is an amazing show. The first time I saw you guys was with ICP last time you guys came through the Philadelphia area. I saw it at the Electric Factory, and
okay,
that was an all-around awesome show, and I'm waiting for us to come back in the area again so I can come see you guys once more. You can follow Mr. Monoxide on Twitter at Monoxide ABK.
Wait, what is that now?
Monoxide ABK?
No, who's that? No, wait. No. You can follow us. You can follow me and my brother Monoxide on Twitter at Tweet Me So Hard.
Tweet Me So Hard.
It's the greatest name in the Twitter sphere. I promise you, everyone in Twitterville will be like, "Oh my God, you have to follow Twisted at Tweet Me So Hard." Follow us on Instagram at official Twisted. And then the extra little Instagram shit behind it, and the same with Facebook. Just straight up Twisted at Facebook, and check us out, man. We are like so into the social media scene. Today I was a little lacking, but usually every day, all the time, we're on there. We're answering questions and reaching out with the people. So if you ain't got shit to do, man, come on there and holler at us.
Will do, man. Again, thank you for calling in. It's a pleasure talking to you. And when whenever the tour is announced, we'll definitely try to get you back on here again and chat with you once more. It's been a pleasure, sir.
Thank you.
All right, man. Thank you guys for your time, man. Thanks for everybody for listening. What up, fam? We love you. Peace.
Not a problem, man. Thank you, sir. And to close the interview out, we're going to play the brand new song from Twisted's album, The Darkness. The song is called A Little Fucked Up, and it's right here on Power Bomb Radio. Take care, sir. Thank you again for calling in.
I know you hate it, but your nightmares are rated. Ever since second grade, I've been murder infatuated, morbidly fascinated, so keeping me medicated is probably the only way that I'm ever safe to complain with. Hard to understand, like I'm speaking another language. The people who never left them, the body inside a blanket, and even into a river with heavy shit that'll take it to the bottom. I'm telling y'all, hang with the downtrodden, be causing your town problems. I'm feeding your broad condoms, full of my cum squadrons, come from a long column of wrong. So please don't be surprised when you see what my chainsaw. Addicted to getting brain from dumb bras with smart mouths to keep away from them bum bras that go all out. And them raps equivalent to a chemical fallout. And I'm only here to let them demon dogs out. I'm a little bit fucked up in the head. I'm a little bit fucked up in the head.
Who wanna see these girls outside of their face, tuck their tongue in work just to see how they soul taste? Fingers through their temples, touching brains as they meditate in the cannibalistic, pessimistic, zombie-like state. Overcome the night and infected by the sickness, my mind's lights out. Total darkness and bring the wicked like a soul weaver, weaving in and out of consciousness like a nightmare you can't contain in your sleep. So picture this, in a room full of blood, a handless body on a wall. Is it your body? Where's your head? It must be down the hall. Is it tangled in intestines, screaming and trying to reconnect? In hopes of reanimating a head to a severed neck. I'm a man, eat blocks look like Madison Hammock. A couple buckles short of my straight jacket. I'm manic depressing, and in essence I'm fucked up. Can't blast images that appear, and the voices never stop, even when I cover my ears.
I'm a little bit fucked up in the head. I'm a little bit fucked up in the head.
I never said that I was sane. Something inside my brain got me crazy. Fuck, call me deranged. Fuck, label me weird and strange. There's 1,000 voices that say I should take my broken mind and maybe just do away with it. Fuck it, give me another minute. I'll be laughing, making a cat and laying my ass in it. So fuck it, forget it. I've already made it and laid it. And nothing's different. My head keeps spinning and I keep grinning.
Cause I'm a lunatic laughing right from the beginning all the way to the nut house. I'll be the opposite of winning, but right now I'm only here to kidnap women and children and turn the lights out. I'm giving 100 degrees of insanity, please. Go get your kids, get your wife out. It's only seconds until I go get the knives out. I told you I'm a couple bombs short up in my lighthouse. I'm a little bit fucked up in the head. I'm a little bit fucked up in the head.
Oh, man. Well, there we go, man. Brand new shit from Twisted. The song is A Little Fucked Up. It's on The Darkness, which you can get in stores now. Came out on Tuesday, the 27th of this month. You can get it at Best Buy, FYE, iTunes,
Cheap plugs.
Amazon.
We're not getting paid for that.
Doesn't matter.
We're not getting paid for that.
Doesn't matter.
It's like my pops for the network.
Exactly. Just like your cheap plugs should never be
Well, I'm just
are
really,
never going to get paid for.
Look, I'm just really hoping that one day, you know, somebody from creative will listen to the show and be like, you know what, this guy makes a good point.
They won't.
I will take a $30,000 a year pay cut. Okay, and I only make $50,000 a year. I will make $20,000 a year. Let me write 3 segments on SmackDown.
Now,
Just 3 segments. They don't even have to be televised. Just let me do it.
all right, well, and for those of you who are just tuning in, we were speaking with Jamie Madrox of Twisted, and I will cut that part of the show out and you know, upload it on it by itself. People who, you know, had missed the interview can listen to it whenever the hell they damn well please. That was a fun interview.
They can listen to it but just listening back to the show
exactly
on YouTube.
Correct.
And you'll get notifications when we upload stuff if you subscribe.
If you subscribe to us on YouTube as well, hit the little red subscribe button right below the video, and you can.
I just
you'll be
found out,
notified whenever.
I just found out that like when you like a video, that it goes into an archive of liked videos. So I thought I was just doing like my due diligence by helping these guys, you know, with the videos that I liked, and now I've got a lot of like videos in my phone. It's weird, man. I have like 366.
Just gave you a separate category.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's just liked videos, and it's everyone that I've ever hit like on.
That's amazing. Well, from Jimmy Madrox over to another gentleman here with us is you're already on.
Okay, cool.
Yes, and then as our buddy John Pennington is here.
Wow, how are you?
And
that's a different show. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
He's stealing your thunder, man.
I'm right here.
But thank you for popping in.
Oh, absolutely. It's gonna be fun.
You know, and as you said off the air is that, you know, we have a samurai sword, and you had mentioned a couple things as well. I'm sure we'll get into
war stories. God, yeah.
I'm sure we'll get into a couple of them during the broadcast today. But first things first, we got to do shameless plugs for you as well. And that is the last jam with Johnny P, which is going to be February 15th at Shady Katie's. Is there a cover?
$5.
$5 cover.
Keeping it cheap. You know,
definitely. And the guys at Shady Katie's they're always awesome with events like this. We had a Red Cross fundraiser.
We tried.
We did.
We tried.
We did, and then God was like, "No, you can't," and cut the power.
We failed.
We had 6 bands, and then 3 went on, and then one of our acoustic acts
we had a blind band. Okay, like that. Wow. That should have given us some props there.
It should have
from the big. I mean, I know that you were related to one, but
it was my uncle was the vocalist.
Still,
well, we got to be careful with mine because God and I have been having a disagreement lately. So
that's But there was an incident. It was raining very, very heavy that day, and then one act went up there to play, and then the power just went off. And the one band that was a Christian rock band, but we don't judge.
There's no such thing as Christian rock.
That's
an oxymoron.
We let them on, and then we called them. They're on the road to come up, and we called them and say, or Alan called him, and he's like, "Listen, power went out. You know, we're going to cancel the show. We're going to do a different day, and bring the rest of the bands back." And they basically blamed us
didn't they show up?
No.
See what you do. All right, we've had that before.
I don't know. I was drinking pretty heavily once the power went out because we had to stop the beer from getting warm.
We lost all power somewhere down the shore, or whatever. All we did was we lit some candles. We got out some acoustic guitars. We did a show.
Oh yeah,
bam! You know?
And that's what happened with.
We did that for a while.
We did it for a while, and then it started getting a bit too hot inside there because the AC was off because it was in August, so it was a bit warm.
Yeah, moist.
And then all the bands are packing their shit up and they're getting to leave. Power comes back on. So now we're like, do we just continue? And Alan's like, no, let's just cut our losses.
Yeah.
So Jeff was nice enough to give us a different. I think it was the next week.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
It was like 7 days later. And the crowd was like not even half of what it was the first day. It was just like basically our friends. There was no. Yeah. We lit the candle and then it burned out. We should have just kind of went, okay, that's going to be it. So it sucked a lot.
Yeah,
that kind of shit happen. But your event, nothing's going to happen there because
Oh God, who knows, man? There's so many people I haven't seen in so long. Something might happen. I would not bet against it, but I mean, I've played with a lot of people and a lot of friends through the years, so I'm hoping to see a good number of them. It should be fun. It'll be dangerous. That's the way I like it.
Oh yeah, They had, well, how many bands are playing so far? I mean,
Well-
I've seen Octane is going to
Well,
be
it's
there.
members, different ones.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of setting it up just the way we started out. We're just friends, drunk in a basement, and just playing stuff we like. So now it's just going to be, a few chairs, blah blah blah. Who wants to play this one? Yeah, come on, let's go. You, oh yeah, you're an asshole, but I remember playing with you. Come on, get up here. You know what I mean? But we're gonna forget about that right now. Get them up here, and Kim's playing a whole set with her band, Roxy Rolls,
Which we have
Oh, yeah.
audio here.
Absolutely,
We'll
she's
chuck
amazing.
on in just a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know the gentleman that used to hang out at Shady K's with you. When I first met you, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
when Alan and I became friends about 5 years or so ago. And I'm aware of Kevin Ott and
Mhm.
Steve Turner and Vince.
Oh, wow, Vince, I haven't heard from him in a while.
And doesn't I wouldn't be shocked to see Mr. Turner show up and
Oh, yeah.
and have you guys out there having some fun. Bring back some memories for me as well. So that's happening on the 15th, and we spoke earlier today on via Facebook. Is that we'll be there in full force, and I have 10 pairs of tickets to give away for
10.
Bush with Their Every Dead Man. We won't do all 10 there. I might do. I'll do a couple on the show, and then I'll do a couple. We'll do a couple there. We'll do 3. We'll do 3 pairs of tickets to give away
Beautiful.
at the last show with Johnny P. And we'll discuss on Facebook what kind of horrible thing we can make people do to win these tickets.
Oh, I've got a few ideas already.
I'm concerned of who Lucky is. I had seen through the comment threads when you first announced they were doing ticket giveaways, and apparently it's whoever gets lucky with Lucky
Yes,
will win a pair of tickets to
Well,
go see Bush.
we've been working on getting lucky for a few years now. So it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be magic. The last night,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's gonna be like that Rudy story. It's just, lucky. They're all. It's gonna do it right there in the bar. It's gonna be awesome.
And I actually going through your page today when I was sharing some stuff. I just seen today your promoting of the show and your paragraph about the 1940s and listening to the radio.
I drink a lot, so it just happens.
I just wanted to, just a quick taste of what was written about this whole thing, because I'm sure Jimmy didn't see it, and I just saw it today, which was relatively brilliant. Let's kind of scroll through here because now.
Because I'm on a Facebook freeze out.
Yeah. Are you really?
Yeah, I don't want to do it right now.
Bastards!
It's just running away. It's the adult version of running away from home.
Yeah, so when I gathered the whole family in your parlor, rumpus, or living room and huddled them in a semicircle on your PC or laptop and asked them to close their eyes and imagine the year 1941, had to begin to visualize life in a pre-World War II America. They're in a good, wholesome, God-fearing America full of hope and pride. Hope have an apple pie baked in the oven for even greater effect, but make sure not to mention anything about the rampant bigotry and racism or how Paul got the clap back in the day. It will only harsh everyone's buzz. With everyone feeling so chipper, you ramp it up by telling them they're standing around an old-timey radio, and their most favorite radio program is about to begin, and you tune into Powerbomb. Where I will quickly and happily shatter all their illusions by immediately going into an obnoxious tirade full of dick jokes, fart jokes, and that are woven into a drug and alcohol-related stories about music, groupies, strippers, and dirty, filthy whores.
Yes.
When they all give you that confused gaze, and the wee ones begin to cry, you look them in the eye and say, "Oh, go the fuck up! There is no God," and walk away. See you all on Friday. That is the greatest plug I think we've ever gotten for this show.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, even I can't plug my own show that great. That's just What happened?
Just losing one ear. That's all.
That happens a lot.
Yeah,
Here.
it
Jiggle
is.
the handle.
There it is. Got it. Oop, that's this right here.
Got it.
That's the bad boy. Got it.
Yes. It's because the little splitter there. The adapters are actually a hair too small for the actual wire, the actual plug itself. Yeah, but it's whatever.
Every piece of electronics I have, same thing.
It's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway kind of thing.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah. Jesus Christ, there's like a shitload of comments on this thing. Wow. So that event's happening on the 15th. Get your asses out there and go see it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Much drinking.
Oh God, yeah.
and debauchery and grown men acting awesome. So that's all what's going on. Jimmy, did you have anything prepared for today?
I've got everything prepared.
Do
for
you
today.
really? Holy shit!
Are we doing like we got music to play? We got stories to tell. We can hold off.
Well, here's what we'll do.
We don't have to do it today.
We will play a track from the music that was given by Mr. Pennington, and then when we come back, we'll do a quick run through of the 10 count. If you have a 10 count prepared,
I do. It's not quick though.
It's not a quick one?
We should just cancel it today.
just cancel. Okay, well,
You know what we'll plug it.
We'll plug the 10
it,
count
'cause
for
it's
and we'll do it next week.
It's pretty big, but it's not the big one.
Oh,
I came up with this 3 nights ago when I finished off a bottle of Macallan 12. So I just had this really great idea.
You put
and
yourself through hell for these 10 counts. I mean,
I do.
I greatly appreciate what you do.
Well, this one was fun because I watched all the videos. I'll explain later. Go do your thing.
Yeah. All right. So and then we'll come back. I actually saw a list. I'll pull it up. It was the top. I think it was the top of 20 worst movies of the 90s. And
I can't wait.
and I'll cut off at 10. We'll do it. We'll run through that real quick when we come back.
That's fine.
But this is Come to This, and
Roxy Rolls?
It is Roxy Rolls, and it is here on Power Bomb Radio. Back in just a little bit, so check this out. If it wants to play, I want it to play
Because it's a CD.
Yeah, it's probably
We don't use that archaic technology.
Yeah, I know.
anymore.
Shit. Let's see if we can get this thing queued up, play it up here. Yeah, there's a second track. I'm just not sure.
Is it plugged in?
Oh, it's got to be my. I gotta hear my favorite.
Yeah, it's plugged in. It's definitely plugged in.
No, like the audio.
Yeah, I mean it should be. If not, then what the fuck?
Does it go to 11?
It's shit. Well, you know what? I'll find out what the hell's going on with it in a second.
You broke it.
I'll play a different track. Go out there and find out why it's not playing in here, and then we'll play that one to close the show out.
Bam.
As soon as I find out what the hell's going, because right now I can see it up here. It tells me 8 songs, and it's a total of 25 minutes and 53 seconds.
Don't you have it online somewhere?
But
you hit the play button.
But yeah, I hit the play button.
Have you tried turning it off?
Is
and
it
on?
plugged in? Is it?
It should be.
Is the volume up?
Yeah, the volume's up on this. Son of a bitch.
Is that big tower connected to the little thing?
Is the hip bone connected to the leg bone? Yes.
Use a little paperclip thing from Microsoft. That thing's always helpful.
That was never helpful. And any time that was never a helpful thing. So before I play a song,
Give it a Fonz.
as I'm trying to find a song to play now, because now I'm kind of put on the spot here. What I'll do actually is
when unprepared shows go wrong.
No, this show was very well prepared. God damn it,
Unprofessional. That's what we are.
Yeah, I mean this show is very well prepared. I tried to get here on time, and Snow decided to make that not happen.
I was late myself. I got my dick caught in my car door. I'm sorry. It happens.
Oh yeah, but only to you.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why. I don't want to know why really. But real quick plugs as I'm trying to find music to play. Real quick plugs for the next 2 weeks of shows. The next 2 weeks of shows, we have 2 more guests lined up. Next Friday, we have Tom Maxwell, the guitarist for Hell Yeah, calling into the show to promote the new album and the tour that they're going on. It's going to be in the Electric Factory. I got to check the date for that one. And then next Friday, the 13th,
yes,
we have the first Jason, Ari Lehman, calling into the show to promote his appearance at Monster Mania in Cherry Hill, and that's the March 13th through the 15th. So he'll be calling in. He's there 2 days. He's there Saturday and Sunday, and we're trying to work something out for Saturday. I'm hoping to get something to announce that hopefully by the time he calls in. So that being said, we're going to take a quick break. I'm actually, you know what? We have a pair of tickets to give away for these guys, so I think I'll play them now, and we'll figure out a way to give away tickets for it. But this is Cold Chamber. The song is Loco, and it's here on Powerbomb Radio. Be back in just a little bit.
Powerbomb.
And I'll try to figure out what the hell's wrong with this stupid ass CD player in here. Be back in just a little bit here on Powerbomb Radio.
my life. Fuck down the generator of man, who now use the system is a main time. Go power up to the point now, go out with me. No, 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 no. No, no, meow, cow, meow, cow, meow, cow, meow, cow. Task of the power of go to the system of to the boxing door in my light. I'll come the generator of man's who don't use the system is a main plan. Full power up to the point now, don't fall it with me. No go, no go, no go, no go. Meow cow, meow cow, meow cow, meow cow. Down here, generator now. Screw the system for power. Every time. Test it out, come out of go to the system up to the rock, say join my light. Talk down the generator of man's screw down in the system, he's a late time. Go down up to the point now, go with me. No go, no go, no go, no go. Meow cow, meow cow, meow cow, meow cow.
Oh man, I do like that song, and they're gonna be in the area at the Starling Ballroom on April the 3rd, and we have a pair of tickets to give away to see those guys as well. And we will we'll do the giveaway next week.
Yeah.
When we have Hell Yeah Colin, we'll give away tickets for Cold Chamber. That makes sense, right?
Yeah. Why not?
So it's still not working for you?
It's working there. Here we go. No. Yes. No. Ooh, I'm hating it.
It likes it when you play with it.
Yeah. They always do. It's written on bathroom walls.
My friend just said you sound like a robot.
What's that?
I said my friend
Is
just
it
said you
a
sound
robot?
like a robot.
You sound like a robot.
Well, that's cool. All right, this is going to work in a second here. Come on, baby. I could do it with one ear. Let's go. Let's just roll it. Come on.
Oh, yeah, but okay. So I said that we'll get my own little list up here, and this is the 20 worst movies of the 90s, which is this is going to be I haven't actually read this list
Jurassic
yet.
Park 3.
So
Was that in the 90s?
I know that was 2000 and something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No,
First one.
the first one was
Nothing about the
92 or 93.
90s?
Yeah,
Television,
Jurassic Park 3 was a terrible movie. It just shouldn't have ever fucking happened. But again, jumping around a bit as I always do.
We did my list too before. I think we did the word. No, but not the 90s though. But that kind of leads me into what I'm doing. But go ahead.
All right,
Continue.
so number 20 in the list is Speed 2 Cruise Control.
Yes.
That was a horrible.
I didn't see it.
Did that have Keanu in it?
Yeah,
it?
Yeah, it was. Whoa, that was still
You just
Keanu.
I
didn't
go through every
remember.
movie. I go, I didn't see it. I was busy getting laid and shit back then. But
Number 19 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Oh, that was a great piece of filmography.
yeah, I didn't see it. I didn't see that. All right.
Number 18 was the Island of Dr. Moreau.
That was a Val Kilmer flick.
Terrible movie. I saw that one. It was a big piece of shit.
There was
yes.
a midget.
That's right. I'm sorry. It was brilliant. It was brilliant.
Come on.
That's all it takes.
because of the midget.
Exactly.
It's what
does that mean that? Wait, does that mean the Wizard of Oz is awesome?
No.
because it's all midgets.
No.
No,
They dropped a house on somebody.
Yes,
What are you, a
right?
sadist?
That's-
That's fucking
Okay,
terrible.
okay,
like,
so-
like dropping a house on somebody. Like, that's overkill.
So the line is dropping a house at somebody,
well, no, there's
even if they're evil.
yeah.
But
Nobody
Moreau,
deserves it.
Moreau was one of Marlon Brando's last movies.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And it
and he was
spawned the idea
it was
for
still terrible.
Mini-Me.
It was.
It was still terrible.
It spawned the idea for Mini-Me from
Uh,
Austin Powers.
number 17 is the Blair Witch Project. Yeah, that ruined first person movies for me.
Yeah, it started first person movies, and I hate that shit. So
Yeah, 'cause
it was the
I went
start
to
of
s-
it was the
Ugh.
start of the documentary.
Yeah,
Yes,
film,
yes.
the documentary.
found
the
footage.
shaky camera. That just
Well, that was hilarious too because that was like in there by design, and
Yeah.
Right.
I think we talked about this on one of the previous episodes. It actually made a lot of people get up and leave the theater because they were getting sick.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like
Like,
motion sickness.
I went and
No, the woman bitching through the movie made me walk out. The whole thing. Let's go this way. Let's go that way. I got the fucking mad.
Which one of you?
Oh, look, it
fif-
sticks
yeah,
in a
yeah.
formation.
Right,
15 minutes about a
right.
map.
It's terrifying.
But
Sticks.
I just went and saw As Above, So Below. When it came out, I saw it in theaters.
That's another one of those found footage ones, right?
Yeah,
I haven't seen that one yet.
It was, and I went
will
in.
see it.
I went in with an open mind, and it was a great movie. It was a great concept, but the fact that it was found footage, well, not found
Yeah,
footage,
yeah,
but the
yeah.
fact that it was documentary, shaky camera thing,
Right.
that completely turned me
See, I
off.
don't
to it.
mind it too much. Like I liked Quarantine, the original
Sorry,
from
Uh,
Japan.
Like Cloverfield with the
From
whole
Japan.
Yeah,
uh,
Japan.
that was actually cool. I like Cloverfield. I dug that one.
the next one is Spice World. Is on this list, and for me, the only thing that saves that movie is Meatloaf.
That's a movie that defines.
I
a generation.
didn't see that one.
Because Meatloaf has the best line in it, where it was around the time that Bat Out of Hell 2 was coming out, and he was in the movie. He was still fat Meatloaf.
I want to know who drug you in to see Spice World.
I no one drove me into it. I've only seen that clip. Like that,
Okay,
that was the
all right,
only
I got you,
thing.
I
He's
got
lying.
No,
He's
I've
lying.
never seen the full movie. But
I've
someone
been-
sent me
I've
the
been-
clip, and I
I've
was
been
like,
to
you know
his
what?
house.
Mom, I'm watching Spice World. Get out.
I've been to his house. It's in his DVD collection,
But
right next to the Notebook.
Is
Oh, that's
Meat-
bringing another one back.
is Meatloaf on the bus and the toilet's clogged or something, and they're like, you gotta fix the toilet, and he goes, I love these girls, I would do anything for these girls, but I won't do that. So
Oh,
but
Jesus.
he had no speaking lines in that scene.
Yeah.
He was like, I ad-libbed that. I was like, I don't fucking care. That was
Yeah.
amazing. The next one,
wasn't bad.
what happened?
It's 2 out of 3 wasn't bad.
Yes.
Ah.
The next one on this list is Mortal Kombat Annihilation, the horrible
Yeah.
sequel to Mortal Kombat.
Well, because Mortal Kombat wasn't that great to begin with.
This is true. And then next on the list, immediately following, is Street Fighter.
I thought that was good.
I didn't see either one of those.
Number
That
11.
had
I'm-
Gomez Adams from the Adams Family.
Yes,
in
it did.
That was such a
I
good
saw
film.
one of these so far. One of these movies.
well,
I
number
saw.
11, I'm sure John saw
All
Showgirls.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
That was good.
I remember something about titties. That was about it. It was that.
And let's see. Number 8 is Biodome. I wholeheartedly agree. In retrospect, seeing it in reruns on Comedy Central when I'm really tired, it's really good.
But in Doyle
Actually,
action
yeah.
figures, anatomically correct, of course. Make
Number 6. Number 6 is Kazam, the horrible genie movie with Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Wow, somebody saw that?
Yeah, apparently.
Wow.
You know, another thing that he did was Shaq Fu, the
Shaq
the
Fu.
NES video game, the Super NES video game. They have a copy of it in Play and Trade in Morristown.
Do they really?
And they have a
Is it all dusty?
No. It's,
Is it one of the Batman, the Val Kilmer one in here somewhere?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I thought it had to be.
Oh.
but
Had to be.
it's got a price tag on it. It's got a mock price tag on it for $17,000 or for like $1,700.
Actually, no.
Shaq
Val
Fu.
Kilmer one is not in here.
Oh, it's the
It's the other one.
Oh,
the
wait, the
other
nipples.
one?
Yeah, the George Clooney.
George Clooney.
So
yeah.
Number 5 is Godzilla. Matthew Broderick.
Oh, my
that's
God.
All, that's all I
Oh.
need to say is Matthew
Zero.
Broderick.
See, I'm a Godzilla freak, and that just I
Have you seen the actual newest
yeah,
Godzilla?
I saw it when it came out on my birthday. Yeah,
Very nice.
Straight out, I was like, "Yeah, Godzilla, my birthday. It's
Godzilla.
because it's me."
Number 4, Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
That deserves to be that low on the list.
My entire band went to see that.
The-
Opening night, and
Who were you?
Steve Turner and I just turned to each other when Jar Jar Binks came on. We're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh, yeah.
You're just like both of us, like ready to throw shit. Right? You're fucking what the fuck? You know?
Oh yeah, that was the one thing. The movie was great
Yeah.
up until
Yes.
Jar Jar Binks, and then the fact that he was in the next two movies.
He wasn't really in the next two, though. He didn't play as big of a role.
It
as
doesn't
he did in the
matter.
first one because
No,
It's the fact that you knew he was going to
Just
show up
seeing him.
at some point.
He was Roman Reigns.
He was
shoved in
yes.
our face.
Number 3, and I wholeheartedly agree with this one: Super Mario Brothers the movie.
What?
The one with
There was a Super Mario the movie.
Yeah, it had John Leguizamo played Luigi. Anthony Hopkins was Anthony Hopkins. Yeah, Anthony.
Where the
Hopkins.
fuck was I when
No,
this happened?
no, Anthony Hopkins.
That guy that did that movie.
He played Hook, not Hook. He played Shmi in Hook. I can't remember what the hell's name was off the top of my head.
It was just not a good movie.
Yeah,
It was
I've
actually
never even heard of it.
Dennis Hopper played Koopa.
it was actually a movie, and we covered this. That was
Yeah, we
actually
did.
that was actually a movie that was meant to be like another film. And if it was a standalone film, it would have been like, okay, it's like it was like a cheesy 90s B-rated film. But you slap Mario Brothers on it, and just to get the views on it, and it like ruined credibility for everything. John Leguizamo was the only good part about that movie. Just like The Happening.
I'd never even heard of it, so that's just crazy.
Pray you never watch it.
Yeah, I was probably out watching a good movie or something.
Yep.
Or getting late.
Speaking of good movies, number 2 is Battlefield Earth.
That was great.
Wow, yeah.
I don't understand why people thought that was a bad film.
And then number 1 on the list, Batman and Robin.
It was like
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Bat
called
nipples. Need we say more about that movie? I'm pretty sure that was on one of your 10 counts as well.
Which one had Mr. Freeze with it?
That was that
There
one.
was
That's
Batman
the
and
one, that's the
Robin
one. Yeah.
with the horrible
Today's
puns.
forecast.
Yeah.
Chill.
Yeah. The deep freeze.
Let's kick some ice.
Yeah, there was. I was like, Arnold, man. Speaking of Arnold, has anyone seen the new trailer for Terminator 4?
Really?
I believe.
Awesome.
And he's in this one, thankfully.
Not a CG version of him.
Yeah,
From back in
not a
the 90s.
CG. But technically,
I think they should take CG and put Arnold in every old movie.
Yeah.
You know, like Back to the Future and be like,
Arnold is in all the movies.
We need 1.21 gigawatts of power for the flux capacitor. I need to get back to 1985 and kill the Predator. We're going to need a bigger boat. Oh, fuck it. Get to the chopper.
Technically, there's a CGI version of him in it. Basically, I'm not sure what time frame it's supposed to take place in. I mean, I have a guess. It takes place like Sarah Connor's in it, but it's it's basically a teenage Sarah Connor, like a preteen Sarah Connor, and adult John Connor goes back in time to save his young mom. I guess is the way they're working at this time.
okay, so
But
So they're going for a
the
reboot.
older mom won't know.
no, it's not a reboot, really. It's a whole new story. Jet Li's in it. He plays basically the T-1000.
I quit.
But here's one of the cool parts is that
Sylvester Stallone is going to make a cameo,
They're-
and it's going to be fucking Expendables 7.
they're in a box truck, and they go, you understand? I'm here to save you from so and so, and he goes, and she goes, don't worry, we already took care of him, and he goes, we, and then it shows old Arnold,
Yeah.
and he's killing Terminator 1 Arnold.
Okay.
Like it shows him walk up with a big ass shotgun.
See, now I think it'd be better if they just brought, the voice of Arnold in as talking dog, just
I'll get out of the way. Here comes the truck.
But yeah, it seems like a relatively cool little concept how they're working it. That they have him because original Terminator he was sent to kill Sarah Connor.
right.
So in this one, it's a grandfather kind of
Yeah.
Terminator.
They're
That's
fucking up the timeline even more.
just more or less.
Right.
But it was really cool to see him where he's like I've been waiting for you, and the camera turns, and there's Arnold from Terminator 1
I've got it.
just standing in front of him,
Yeah.
and I'm like, all right, this is getting interesting now.
Oh, they're doing good with it now.
I
so-
might spend my money to go see this one. Unlike I saw Mordecai. Well, I'm sorry.
Oh, you saw it?
I
wanted to see it, so
I
is
didn't
it bad?
I didn't
Ah.
I didn't pay for Mordecai.
Okay.
It was we were discussing in the car on the way here. It was it was funny, but it wasn't, you know,
What? Yeah, you thought it was.
what we thought it was going to be. And Sarah had pointed out it's because that's what happens when he goes away from Tim Burton.
Yeah.
You know, when Johnny Depp leaves Tim Burton.
Did you ever see that movie?
Yeah. But there was, but what I did see was that was good was Saint Vincent with Bill Murray and I say it's sometimes that fat chick from Bridesmaids, Melissa McCarthy.
I never saw that one. No.
Bridesmaids. Have you ever seen The Heat with Sandra Bullock?
Oh yeah.
Her partner, Melissa McCarthy.
Wasn't she the Chicken Identity Theft?
Yeah, her identity as well.
Yeah, gotcha.
And she's with Bill Murray, and that one.
She's going to be in Ghostbusters,
She
right?
is. She was announced as in the all-female Ghostbusters cast, which I'm not really sure how I feel about that. We'll touch base on that in a little bit. I'll pull the whole cast up.
Don't be a sexist prick.
I'm not being a
femininity.
I'm not being a sexist prick. So there's your top 20 worst movies of the 90s. Batman and Robin definitely deserves to be number one on that list. I mean, Troll 2 was on there as well.
Oh, Troll 2. It's so bad, it's brilliant.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the best thing ever.
There are movies on here that
Leprechaun
I think,
4,
like
Back in the
Anaconda's
Hood.
on
Troll
here.
2 doesn't have a troll in it.
Yeah. Anaconda is on the list too.
Oh, yeah,
I thought
yeah.
Anaconda was a relatively good
Snakes
movie
on
for
a plane.
its time.
Snakes on a fucking plane.
Snakes.
That was 2000s. But
Oh, was it?
That was
Was it? I
That was a
thought-
great film.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
That was such an amazing. No, I loved it. I own it. I own the fucking collect. There was like a collector's edition.
There's
I
a
bought it.
collector's edition to that movie.
Yeah, it's at home. I got it. It's fucking great. I watch it like once. I try to watch it like once every couple of months.
We can still throw Arnold in that one too. Well, I'm tired of these snakes in this motherfucking plane.
But it's great, man.
Oh shit! I'm gonna miss you, John.
Let's
there's, but yeah, that was your. But you don't have anything for you know. You have the 10 count. We're out there. Yeah, you have a.
I got everything, bro.
Cool.
I got everything. But let me shut up.
I got cue up the music for the other thing
You
now.
shut
I'll do
up.
it in a bit.
So what we're gonna be doing, what I decided to do after the bottle of Macallan 12 was do a pretty awesome continuing 10 count for the next couple of weeks. And what we're going to be doing is the top one-hit wonders of the 80s, the 90s, and 2000s.
Oh, fuck.
And then we're going to have a definitive list for all 30 years, right? So from 80
So separate lists
from 1980 to 2010 is going to be the time frame, the span of the time frame. I have right here the 80s.
Okay, so the 80s, 90s, and 2000s
Yep.
in separate lists.
In separate lists.
And then the final one is
Will
going
be
to be
a
definitive of all
Yeah.
those 30 years.
And the way that I am looking at this is like a true one-hit wonder. They have to have gotten, in my opinion, in at least to the top 10 of the Billboard charts, and then they couldn't have had another hit in the top 40.
So
To what years are you running to?
1980 to 2010.
Oh, come on. It's Chumbawamba. Man, that's it.
Yeah.
Game over.
That's all we need.
And we have some, this one will actually have honorable mentions in it that will also be, and I'm not going to go into detail with the honorable mentions because they might break the mold and the formula a little bit.
Okay.
But they're in the running for the number one-hit wonder song of the last 30 years. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be epic. And I'm watching every single one of these videos too.
God damn.
So
you have dedication, my friend.
So
wow.
When he does ones for movies, like he's been working on the top 10 he's working on one and
secretive,
and he has watched every single thing about one fair will tell you what it is, because that noise you made, it's gonna get worse when you find out exactly what it is.
Wow.
And what he's putting himself
it's
through.
hard to find. They're hard to find.
They are.
Like you got to go through a lot.
Speaking
of
Netflix and what you're doing with Netflix, I actually watched My Amityville Horror the other day.
Is it the documentary one?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. I was looking at it.
Somebody was telling me it was really good.
It is, because you can tell it's not a scripted thing. You can tell that because they interviewed Daniel Lutz, one of the children of the Lutz family who lived in the house.
Was that the one that Ryan Reynolds tried to kill?
No. He was playing...
that was a horrible remake.
I can't remember what the original family's name was. Lived in the house when they went all ape shit and killed his kids. DeFeos, yeah.
DeFeos. Yeah. There's a son that just came in that some drunk son came in and
that was the house that was inspected by the Warrens.
Yes, and actually Lorraine Warren is in this documentary, which was actually really cool. I actually was unaware that they investigated the house until they went there. But the coolest part about it for me is they go into the relic room in the Warren household, and the camera's kind of walking around and it's following Daniel Lutz, and then it turns a corner and there's the fucking Annabelle doll.
Is it really fucking there?
Yes.
Wow.
But
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you've never heard that?
Well, it wasn't a porcelain doll like in the movie. It was actually a Raggedy Ann doll, which is 10 times creepier. But yeah, the
It's having a glass case now.
Yeah, the camera pans around.
That's like the My
It's in
Buddy
the glass
dolls.
case with a devil tarot card posted, pinned to it, and it says in there, "Positively do not open." And I'm like,
like
I'm
I said,
sure you would.
I would dig that thing right out.
Just
of
like
there.
it says-
Yeah. Get me.
Yes. I mean,
That's
that,
cool.
that was because Lizzie was watching. My daughter is horror.
I
horror
enjoyed
buff,
Annabelle.
Yeah.
complete horror buff, thanks to me. And we're watching it. I'm laying in bed watching. She goes, "Dad, pause it." What? Look. And I go, "What?" I was like, "It's the Annabelle doll." And I go, "Where?" And I'm like, "I'll be damned. It's the Annabelle doll." I was like, "Good eyes, Lizzie. Bravo."
But
yeah. So
I enjoyed Annabelle more so than I did The Conjuring.
I like The
I
Conjuring.
thought The Conjuring sucked a lot of balls towards the end of the film.
My favorite scene from The Conjuring is when the one daughter gets yanked across her by her hair. That is without a doubt
Oh,
the
yeah,
scene that
yeah,
makes me laugh every single time.
Yep.
Because you can see little strands kind of coming up and just boom, gone. But yeah, The Conjuring.
I just didn't like how they turned it into a cheesy Exorcist ripoff at the
Yeah,
end.
well, they all are anymore. It's
Yeah,
just-
even though it's based on a true story, of course they're going to
everything's
embellish
based
it
on a true
a
story.
lot.
Like even the fucking Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
Jinx.
Yeah, I mean those ones. I mean,
Texas Chainsaw Massacre starts off. This was a true story, blah blah. All the
Yeah.
way back in the 70s, they were doing that, and it's just everything's loosely based. There is some guy dug up some bodies and made furniture out of it. and
well,
that was the only true part of that story.
yeah, because every single horror movie, more or less, that involves that is based on Ed Gein.
yeah.
Yeah, every one of them is based on Ed Gein in some way, shape, or form.
Exactly.
Because that's what he did.
Yeah,
He
right.
made furniture out of skin.
Exactly.
So
Dug up bodies out of the graveyard and
yeah, and
made vagina wallets. You know, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't with a vagina laying around? It's a wallet.
Your coin purse.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's very hard to make Jimmy shake his head. But we have accomplished the impossible.
Only Johnny P can pull that one off.
Yes. But yeah, the Ed Gein, actually, speaking of Kane Hodder, who we talked about with Jamie, he played in the Ed Gein movie, and that was a phenomenal film.
Oh, that was incredible. That was one of the best.
But yeah, so it's speaking of the horror flicks. What's one of your favorite? Oh,
my favorite. It's I love the 70s and the horror. Like I don't know, just the whole feel of that from back in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's different from the other ones because it's just one long chase scene. It's not like, oh, here comes Jason. They get away and then they're hiding and then bang, he comes through with her. Here's Jason again.
Yeah.
This one is just they're just getting brutalized. Their whole, she's running. She goes through a window. She gets out the window. He's chasing her through here. Then he gets in this guy's car. Oh, it's Dad. Bang, he's beating her on the head. Drives her back to the house. And they're hitting her with a hammer. It just doesn't stop. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's more terrifying to me.
Now,
so.
did you see? It wasn't really a remake, but it was like a sequel. I guess that was after came out like a couple years ago. I can't remember her name, but where she's an inheritant of the house.
Yeah,
and she's actually a relative. And I watched it going in with an open mind, and I thought it was pretty good. I thought it followed the
but I hated
story.
The remake. I hated the remake.
Oh yeah,
I love the titties, but the rest of the movie.
The only thing good about it was they brought Arlie Ermey back to play the sheriff again.
Yeah.
He's a genius in his own mind. I mean, I love anything he's in because he's such an angry, bitter, fucking guy.
They yanked his Academy Award away.
Did they really?
Well, when he first did Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, because he was an actual drill sergeant. So what? He was still on camera.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He oh my god.
He was just playing the best drill sergeant you could ever
one of the
play
best
in a
movies
movie
ever made. Yeah,
exactly. And that's bullshit. I hate this shit with the Oscars and whatnot, especially now. With the best man in the world, Al Sharpton, getting all huffy puffy about how there's no African American nominees for the Oscars this year.
Were there any
That happened at
Were there any African American actors?
I'm trying to think of a good movie with the
Yeah, but he was. I think his big thing is the fact that the one about Martin Luther King was nominated for Best Picture. It was nominated for Best Director, but not for
Right.
Best Picture. American Soldier is, I think, going to win
Oh,
the Best Picture
the American
nomination.
Sniper.
Yeah, American Sniper. Yeah.
It's got like 6 nominations, and one of them is like most emotional reaction or something.
Yeah, I mean,
I've yet to see it.
That movie's in the.
And
I saw it. I saw it
good?
the other day. It is good, and my one buddy was like, "Well, it's just a war movie. I can't
No.
understand what the hype
Oh, I
is."
already know the whole story.
And
so-
also, it's not just a war movie. Like, most war movies, they show just the battle, they show
Right.
just the fighting, but this one
is what's in
shows
his
the
head.
guy
Yeah.
coming home
Mm.
and what these guys suffer through with PTSD and.
well, Lone
and-
Survivor was good for that. It was just
Oh, yeah.
just ooh.
But I mean, that was one of those movies where I was just like, "Damn!" Like I finished watching, and I'm like, "I need to watch something. I need to watch a horror flick to get
Yeah,
myself
exactly.
to get my mind back where it's supposed to be."
Well,
Because
when-
now
when
I'm like,
when Private Ryan came out, I remember
saving,
going to see that in the
Shaving
theater.
Ryan's Privates.
Exactly. But it was the only movie I'd ever gone to where, like, the end of the movie, it was just dead silent. It
Yeah.
was packed, and everybody just walked out quietly, didn't say a word. And I was like, that one hit hard when I first came.
Yeah,
out.
I mean,
It was just-
there's very few movies I walk to where it's dead quiet after after.
I've never seen one. That was the only one. I just
Yeah.
walked out.
It was like, okay,
Yeah. Wow. That-
is there a soldier here in the crowd,
Right,
or are we
exactly. I
like
wanna
just
go
being
hug one.
quiet?
Yeah.
Oh shit! And then you get your car, and you're still like,
Mhm.
uh,
Yeah. Tom Hanks died. No.
Tom Hanks has the highest credit, has the highest amount of douchebag credits.
Wilson. No, that's Arnold doing Castle.
Yes. Arnold, not Arnold. God damn it. Tom Hanks, according to Christopher Titus, has the highest amount of douchebag credits. And his explanation of that, and it's brilliant, is every celebrity has
a certain number of douchebag credits.
a certain number of douchebag credits.
Something that they could do that's like really douchey, but it's okay because they're superstar.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like
Like Britney Spears has used all of her douchebag credits.
well, Britney Spears has, so has Charlie, so has Charlie Sheen. He cashed all his in
Yeah.
at one time.
With Tiger
brilliant.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin just kind of doles a couple out every
Oh,
couple of years.
Yeah.
But Tom Hanks has a mother
He's
load.
sitting on it. Yeah.
Like if you woke up tomorrow morning and saw a headline that said Tom Hanks punches nun, your first reaction would be, "What the fuck did that nun do to Tom Hanks?"
Yeah. He was drunk. He thought she was Batman.
Yeah, yeah, George Clooney, Batman, you son of a bitch. That's you're your bat,
Batman. Fuck
you and your bat nipples. Gah.
Ride like the wind, bullseye.
Here's a snake. There's a snake in my boot.
Oh, I get it. That was a Toy Story reference.
Yes.
I was a little late to the party on that one.
Bravo, sir.
I was a little late to the party.
She's walked in on the honest conversation possible.
Right. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah,
That was good.
you missed a lot of stuff. But
That's mean.
well, no,
We were talking about punching nuns. We'll get back to it later.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
no, it's all right. That's the best synopsis. Punching nuns.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
worry.
Yeah.
That was
That's a Tuesday.
yeah. That's bad. Well, today's Friday.
Nun punching Tuesday coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Chick-fil-A Thursday, Nun Punching Tuesday,
Yes.
right?
And then just follow up Friday.
Follow up Friday. That's where you go to check on the nun to punch her again.
Yes.
I'm in. I'm in.
Check on the nun to punch. Well, John has no reason to punch nuns.
I'm not going to Wyoming now. I'm gonna.
There we go. But Wyoming is where you're vanishing off to.
Yes, I am. I'm insane. That's all.
Huh?
Not a problem.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm actually. It's gonna be quiet out there. I can work on writing my book. Work on sculpting some monsters. That's all I'm gonna do now.
Running a book.
Oh yeah.
What's the book about? The life stories of John Pennington.
Oh, it's basically about atheism. Yeah.
The
Yes, it is.
life story of John Pennington.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, speaking of books of that nature, before we go into the next break and play some awesome music, I am going. I'm going to do another plug. Another plug that I won't get paid for. But there's a book by Corey Taylor, lead singer of Slipknot, Stone Sour,
Right.
the whole 9 yards, and it was the 7 Deadly Sins, and it was settling the argument between being bored, bad, and damaged goods, and he basically breaks down every sin,
Right.
and explains why they're all bullshit,
Exactly.
and then he creates his own 7 Deadly Sins.
I've only got one, and that's do not force your will on somebody else. That's it.
Yeah,
As long as you do that, you're pretty much
like
golden.
his was rape.
Right.
Yeah,
That's forcing your will on somebody else.
That's one of them,
Right,
obviously.
right.
But then bad music was like his number one.
Oh, that's pretty bad too.
But
not
that's
a sin.
again
It's not a sin. It's
forcing
taste.
your will on
Exactly.
somebody else.
Yeah.
Like if you're in a car and they want to
Yes.
listen to fucking Spice Girls, that's forcing your will.
Back to Spice
upon
Girls
me.
again.
Well,
I
'cause
was
I know
bitch.
you've got 7 albums of it on your phone, dude.
I was stuck in the back of a car going from North Carolina to New Jersey. My niece was riding, listening to Bobby Shmurda.
Bobby Shmurda.
Yeah.
Sounds like
the name sounds familiar.
Oh yeah. Well, just terrible.
It's like when my brother forces me to listen to dubstep, but that makes me want to punch a nun.
Oh yeah.
Dubstep isn't music. That's why.
Dubstep is somebody playing video games and falling into a music orchestra.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm a strip club DJ. I know it all. It's terrible.
Yeah, I've had people give it a try. No.
No.
I've heard some of the names. Dead Mao.
But I listen to it and I get violent. Like I have this
Skrillex,
rage.
Who has the worst haircut of any person? And then he won a Grammy.
Yep.
That was an accident.
Skrillex won a Grammy. That is.
Well, you see
Slipknot has only won one
Yeah, exactly.
in 20 years.
Exactly.
Slayer has won a couple, but there's many other bands
Yep.
that have not won a Grammy. Yet Skrillex
Yeah.
can win a Grammy
Yeah, but then again,
for
Milli
going
Vanilli
like
did
this
too,
on
so.
a keyboard.
Yeah.
Son of a
Oh,
bitch,
my
man.
God. Oh.
I
You
just
don't
can't.
know how often a day I do that. I'm like, this fucking song.
Well, yeah, because you've worked in the environment for
Yes.
many years.
Mhm.
You've seen some shit.
Uh,
It's-
when I was going out and seeing cover bands covering Miley Cyrus songs and Lady Gaga, I'm like, oh, this is over. The music scene is dead. It's dead. It's dead in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
So-
music is dead because Lady Gaga lives. That's basically
Well, I mean, all the
Lady
stations
Gaga's proof that David Bowie raped Carol Burnett. That's
I mean, well, all the stations that promoted good rock music were, just vanished, and
yeah.
there were
Except
no
for
songs-
us
right?
here at
Yeah,
Power
exactly.
Radio.
Well, you know what? though, but you guys are right here where you should be because every time they say rock's dead, something big happens.
Yeah.
So something will within the next couple of years. I won't be a part of it, but you will. So
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I
I mean, it's something, it's kind of fallen
right. So
off,
something big will
off a
just
little
boom.
bit, and then something will come through. Like I was watching. It's an odd thing for me. It's an odd sentence. It was a Google Play interview with Slipknot, which is it says two things I never really thought would happen.
Right.
But they're talking about how music now is nothing really
Right.
to nothing there.
Right.
It's just
There
there's nothing new in regards, especially rock
Right.
music. Rap.
Right.
Yeah, there's all kinds of new shit
Country's
coming
getting
for
bigger
rap.
and bigger and bigger.
Countries is
It's
becoming
because
more.
all the rock musicians are going to country because
Yeah,
that's
Aaron Lewis,
the only guitar music left right now.
Yeah.
Bon Jovi.
Yeah, Bon Jovi, Aaron Lewis.
But something will happen.
What's his name from
Fozzy.
What? Fozzy. Chris Jericho is not going in the country, but you have what's his name? Hootie, Darius Rucker.
Yep.
He's blown up as a country artist.
Steve Turner just played with him a little while ago.
Hootie and the Blowfish was never as big as Darius Rucker is right now.
Right.
And I saw that. I saw that.
That's why Al Sharpton leaves country music alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And-
the thing they get wrong is rock isn't really like it's not a it's an attitude. So there's
Yeah.
some people with that attitude. They're out there. It's going to come back. It's going to always does.
Exactly. And I always promote it. We started doing a lot more now. Any band, I don't give a shit where you're located. California, Texas, New York. Powerbomb Radio, sj@gmail.com. Send us your shit. We
There
will
you
play
go.
it. You plug us, we will plug you. Get us known across the goddamn country. I don't care. Let's
Oh.
get us known. Let's get us out there. John Pennington, it's your job when you go to Wyoming.
All the Mormons, listen up. Get on your magic underwear and listen to this.
Do you guys want to hear good Christian values?
Yeah.
Turn on Powerbomb Radio.
No. I'm going to tune them in. So you guys want to be angry at? Here you go. But they'll all be listening.
Exactly.
Exactly. There's no such thing as bad publicity.
No,
Nope.
no, there's not. And
As long as you're talking.
Believe me.
Andy Kaufman taught everybody that. Andy Kaufman taught everybody there's no such thing as bad publicity.
The best
He
thing
got
I
the
ever
worst
did.
publicity of anybody.
The best thing I ever did was drank myself to death on stage one night.
Really?
Oh yeah. It's just a completely true story. It was a buddy of mine from Speed, Matt Quinton. We're playing two
Keanu
stages.
Reeves?
Yeah, we were playing 2 stages at Ocean Drive. And he gets on the mic and he goes, I challenge Johnny P to a shot drinking contest. And I get on my mic and I go, whatever that pussy drinks, I'm drinking 2 of them, right? So we have the crowd drinking or counting anyway. And he gets up to something like 16 shots or something. So I'm up to 32 shots, and they're just counting blah, blah, blah. Everyone he does, I do too. He concedes. And I'm like, yeah, the crowd goes, yeah, well, blah, blah. So I grab a half a bottle, maybe a quarter bottle of vodka and just down it. Go upstairs, lit a cigarette, and just dropped. Boom. They call an ambulance, right? They revive me. And they're taking me out in the ambulance. I'm like, whoa, where am I going? I go, you're going to the hospital. I said, no. He's like, sir, you don't understand. You weren't breathing a minute ago. You're going to make me throw up, right? You're going to give me charcoal and throw up, right? Give me a bottle of water. I'll get it out back. I ain't paying $8,000 for it. Right? And you're like, sir.
$8,000 for water. Welcome to Philadelphia. Welcome to your center.
Yeah. He's like, sir, you're really pale. You should. I go, I'm Irish. I'm always pale. That's when my bass player pulls my pants and underwear down out in the middle of the street. Like I point at my dick. I go, see, I'm pale everywhere. I was just dead 10 minutes ago, and my bass player pulling my pants down. But the next day, it was great because I go to my other show, and the story went from Johnny P drank 40 shots and collapsed on the roof of the Ocean Drive to Johnny P got shot 4 times and fell off the roof of the Ocean Drive. People were calling my house, giving condolences. Clubs were canceling our gigs. My agent calls me up. What the fuck are you thinking? Blah, blah, blah. It's the dumbest thing you ever did. But a week later, everybody's talking about it. Our band all of a sudden is making more money, playing at more clubs because everybody was saying our name. That was it. It was just boom. Everybody was talking about it. That crazy fucking singer did this and
let's book him here.
Exactly.
He'll bring asses to the seats because he's a fucking nut.
He'll kill himself. Hey.
Real quick, I'm on Roxy's Facebook page. I gotta ask, is that a guitar?
Yes, it is.
Second person we play in the show plays a goddamn guitar.
Yep.
It's coming back.
The guitar's coming back.
Yeah,
man.
Ari Lehman, First Jason, his band, he plays a goddamn guitar.
Well, she plays keyboards, guitar. She does it all.
And I was like, he plays a goddamn guitar. So you don't see that shit anymore.
Nope.
And what happens? Goddamn guitar.
We're talking about you and your guitar. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see it anymore. And that's why it's so great to see one once in a while. It's like
a modern version.
I love it.
Yeah.
So,
hey, any guitar is amazing. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play this. We're going to come back in a little bit.
And then close it out.
Yeah, we'll discuss a few more things. We might be able to go a little bit over from 8 o'clock. I'm sure we can.
I don't want you to get kicked out, bro.
Won't get kicked out. Look at this guy. That's cool. Not as cool as Matt, but he's still cool.
Well, remember when we first met Matt,
just go out and show him your boobies, and we'll get a few more minutes in here.
When we first met Matt, we called him Cookie Puss.
He was Cookie Puss. Yes, he was.
We did call him Cookie Puss.
Yeah, he was Cookie Puss for a long, long time. He didn't know that, but he was Cookie Puss for a long, long. No, because when we first started, 2 years. It'll be 2 years in March.
Yep.
It'll be 2 years been doing the show in March. When we first started doing the show, we have a phone line here. It's the fax line, and they would have to turn the fax line off to us to get phone calls live in studio. And then
who did we have? We had somebody lined up.
we had who the fuck was it? It was somebody big. Wasn't Al? No, it wasn't Al Snow.
It was right. I might know because we talked to Al.
Or was it Jerry?
I think it was because we had 2 people calling that night.
That was Ken Doan called in first, and then Jerry called in like a half hour later.
Yeah,
but Jerry called my personal phone.
Yeah,
and then Ken Doan called on this one, and we're sitting there and we're like, why isn't the fucking phone ringing? Like and then I'm like, I go out there. I sent you out there. I sent Alan.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that Alan, because Alan's a big son bitch and he'll scare the fuck out of anybody.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, swing off the phone. So it turned out the guy didn't turn the fucking phone line on.
I just shred him.
Huh?
I just started shredding him on the air. I'm like,
yeah, we're like, what the fuck, man? And and he had no clue we were talking shit on him for like 3 months.
And then he became one of our
and now he's one of our friends, one of our closest friends. He can't be on the
Nice.
show anymore though because he owes money to school. So that's a shame. Hopefully he'll be able to pop back in soon. We miss you, Matt. So we're gonna play. I was supposed to play "Come to This" on this CD. It didn't work. So we're gonna play "Come to This" on the goddamn computer because if this doesn't work, I'm just gonna break the computer.
Please don't.
So we'll be back in just a little bit to discuss a few more things with Mr. John Pennington. and get a few more, get our closing thoughts of the show as well, and our last minute plugs for all the shit that we got to do. But this is Come to This. This is Roxy Rolls, and you can see her on February 15th at Shady Katie's.
That's right.
Performing a full set, and
With a guitar.
with a guitar.
Actually, I'm gonna get up and do one with her that night, right?
Are you?
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
that'll be fun.
You know what? I wonder how many songs you're gonna be singing that night.
I don't know. I'm just gonna do what I feel like it, let somebody else sing. But
Yeah, but it's
it'll depend on how much I drink and how fast.
yes, and then we'll figure out some way to get these tickets out.
Cool.
Someone's gonna hate us.
Oh, I hope so.
Like someone's gonna end up like these fucking guys,
well,
man.
if somebody doesn't hate you, you're doing something wrong.
Exactly.
So,
and I have many people that hate me. So, one I can't mention on the air because they're probably listening. So I'm going to back just a little bit. This is Come to This. This is Roxy Rolls, and be back in just a little bit here on Power Bomb Radio.
Fill me up with lies and watch your garden grow. Love it when you tell me how I feel. Feels like I am passed out in the second row, waking up to find that nothing's real. Because you knew it's gonna have to come to this. You knew it's gonna have to come to this. You knew it's gonna have to come to this. Then it was gonna have to come to this. Caught me by surprise, I didn't think you'd dare. Told you I had nowhere left to go. I could have cut you down, but I prefer to tear. I forgive apparently too slow. And you know it's gonna have to come to this. You know it's gonna have to come to this. Yeah, you know it's gonna have to come to this. Baby, you know it's gonna have to come to this. Careful with this one, I think it's gonna blow. I was blind, but thanks to you, I see. Love it when I get to say I told you so. Picking pieces of you off of me. Because I know it's gonna have to come to this. You know it's gonna have to come to this. You fucking knew it's gonna have to come to this. You know it's gonna have to come to this.
No Photoshop needed for that. That's it. No one knows what we're talking about. That's brilliant.
And then we're gonna be sending the signed nude photos of Prince to the 1,000th or whatever subscriber that we're gonna do.
Wait, no, I
And
thought you said every person
that liked the
page
we're gonna
got
get
a
that.
nude signed
But
picture
what we're
of
gonna
Prince.
do is because we're gonna be so excited because we're gonna show these on the air.
Yeah.
We're gonna show these fake photos, and then we're just gonna actually give her actual like headshots out to people.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be hilarious because people are gonna hate me.
You're gonna get this picture. Enjoy it. Prince
Before we get into
Prince
any
has
more
Buffalo Bill.
craziness, one of our 3 viewers, Jessie Brown, she is viewing right now.
Hi,
Thank you
Jessie.
very much, Jessie.
Hello, Jessie.
I love you.
Hold on. Where's my camera? Hi, Jesse. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you for tuning
Live,
in and
live.
whatnot. Watching it live. Yes. We have 20 minutes until we hit the 2-hour mark. I'm pretty sure we can go with 20 extra minutes.
Hey, okay.
I'm pretty sure we can.
I'm not.
I mean, if he comes in, you're gonna blame it on me. It's fine.
Listen, I'm not
Tits,
shit.
everything.
I'm
Yeah,
not,
exactly.
do not show him your tits again.
What, again?
Mine are nice.
All right, so you know what? Let's get another story from the road from John Pennington. But first, I think I have to find some proper music to back up a John Pennington stories from the road.
Oh, which one? Which one? Let's see. You know what? The one we're talking. Here's actually a true story that a lot of people don't know.
I want to say it's goddamn ads on fucking YouTube. I hate them. That's why I like our videos, because we don't get ads. Why we don't monetize? Why? Because we love our fans too much to not make to put up with hitting skip this ad. All right, so let's
We don't monetize because we don't have enough views.
Shut up. So here is our music for John Pennington.
Okay, here we go.
Wants to play.
Oh, nice. I like it. Breathe deeply, my friends. But anyway, it was back maybe 1993, I guess. And our band, Kim and I had a band called Power Tribe. So we're playing a showcase. All kinds of agents and stuff from around the country come out to see the band and check it out. We get finished playing. Some guy comes running up to the stage. We did a cover of Whip It by Devo. It was the only cover we did in this band because we were just this hardcore heavy band. But we made it heavy and hardcore. It was like, oh, fuck that, whip it, you know. So the guy comes up, he's freaking out. He's like, oh my God, that was the greatest thing ever. He goes, you took the dumbest, stupidest song from the 80s and you made it into this fucking heavy monster fucking song. He goes, dude, you guys got to sign with me. I'm like, well, what other bands do you represent? He goes, well, I got this band coming up right now. They're called Limp Bizkit. And I'm like, Limp Bizkit? I go, never heard of them. I go, blah, blah, blah. So we kind of pass on him.
Yeah.
Here it is. Here it is. Like 6 to 9 months. Well, we went with a good agent, but that's a whole different story. But here it is, 9 months later, and well, I guess it would be nice if I could touch you. So we launched the gay 80s movement back into metal.
Yes,
we did that. That was us. Kim and I started that.
Yes.
That's why right now you hear I never want to dance again.
That was your fault?
Yeah, it was my fault. And,
well,
if you want to punch me in the face when we come outside, you're allowed. That's where it all started from. Yeah.
Thank you, John.
True story.
Yes. Those are the best kinds of stories, are true stories.
Exactly.
I think we can keep this going, this music.
I like it.
For deep thoughts.
I gotcha.
With Arnold. As I try to find a cover real quick. So you do your thing.
I always hate it when you offer someone the compliment about the mustache and she suddenly isn't your friend anymore. A good man is hard to find. A good midget is even harder, especially in a large crowd. Vegetarians, if you want animals to live, stop eating the food. Things you don't want to hear during surgery. Screwdriver. At least he doesn't have brain damage. Oh wait, he does. After everything we did, I can't believe this guy's still alive. Hey, isn't that the guy that slept with your wife? An apple a day will keep anyone away as long as you throw it hard enough.
This is Arnold Youngman.
Yes. Here's a math problem. Jane bought 72 sofas. Who the fuck buys 72 sofas?
We'll do one more.
My wife drove me to drink. I never thanked her.
If a pen is mightier than a sword, then how come everybody wasn't carrying around big gel points and Braveheart? My ex-wife says I sleep like a baby. I cry and wet the bed.
Is that Arnold? Or is that you?
Yes. And that was Deep Thoughts with me.
I'm gonna play this real quick because speaking of Whip It, let's skip through a little bit here. This is an awesome cover of this song. This is it's Love and Death, which is Brian Welsh from Korn.
Okay.
His other band.
I have a corn story too. Well, tiny one.
You have a tiny corn?
Tiny. Well, all right. The agent we signed with, he goes, well, we have this band from California. They're called LAPD. They're called Corn now. We have them open for you. Well, I'm not like Corn. That's the dumbest fucking name I ever heard. I play with it. The band called Corn.
And 20 years later.
yeah. Well, no. They gave me a demo with Chutes and Ladders. I'm like, oh yeah, we'll do it. But then just lost a guitar player and all kinds of things happened. So
Corn almost open for you?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's.
Well, I mean, this was '93.
You could done a thing like I knew them when they were small.
Yeah.
It's like me with Joe Bachman.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, where it's like
Bachman and the Crew, boy.
It was like I used to see him when I'm finally one of those guys where I'm like I before they were big I used to go see him when there was a cover band.
Yep.
Really? Yeah, you're full of shit. No, I'm not.
Yep.
When I went and when they did the XTU anniversary show a couple years ago, they had the 29th one, I think, and I'm telling somebody, some uncle, he was there, and somebody heard me say, "Well, you know that guy? Yeah, I know that guy." Bullshit. I go, no, it's not. You're full of shit. I go, no, I'm not. Hey, Steve.
Yep.
Hey, because I'm playing. I'm like, see, I fucking know that guy.
Yep.
Yeah, really? Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't tell everybody about it all the time.
Yeah, I just kind of keep my mouth shut
like
because I don't be that guy that's like,
right.
That hipster asshole that's like, I knew when they were still underground.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting in Starbucks.
They don't listen to them because they're not underground anymore.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I still listen to those guys because
What's that?
Yeah, it's Love and Death doing. And
they do Whip It.
They do Whip It.
That was us. We had that back in '93. Yeah.
That was your. They stole that.
That was.
Oh yeah, hold on a second.
Let me hear that.
Let me kick the mics off here real quick and just play.
What if it's the same version that you guys?
Just let me. I should get the
royalties.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll cut the mics off real quick here so we can hear it in studio.
I already heard it.
Yeah. Let me kick this off here.
Into shape, shape it up, get straight, go forward, move ahead.
Ours was more of a Pantera kind of.
Oh yeah.
Not just.
It's
pretty cool though.
Speaking of Pantera, that's gonna be one of the questions be hard for me not to ask when the dude from Hell Yeah calls in.
Yeah.
On next Friday, what's with Vinnie Paul?
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's just going to be it's going to be a pain in the ass for me to not bring up a fucking Pantera question.
Really?
Yeah, because
you're gonna wait, Vinnie Paul.
Well, no, not Vinnie Paul, but Tom Maxwell, the guy who works with Vinnie Paul in Hell Yeah. It's been hard. What's up? We're with Vinnie Paul, the Pantera. Yeah, I saw Pantera. Damage Plan.
I was.
I'm that Uber fan dick. It's like. Yeah,
I was actually on stage doing. I was doing an acoustic show the night the shooting happened.
Yeah, with Dimebag.
In Ohio, a friend of mine was at the show, and he's like, "Dude, Dimebag just got shot." I'm sitting there on stage singing. I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" It was just surreal that even happened. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I remember hearing about it. I think it was Facebook. I think was broke it.
I heard 5 minutes later, just like he's like, dude.
Was one of those things like where you're playing on stage and kind of stopped and announced that people that were there.
Exactly.
Yeah, we did that once here on the show. It was we had I can't remember who it was, but somebody had died during the broadcast, and it was I can't remember who it was, but we kind of I try not to stop the show,
right,
or I try to keep the happy, pleasant, awesome mood going,
right?
But sometimes shit happens, and it's like, all right, I got at least
we're playing
touch base on this.
We're playing a gig, and people got blown through the front window by a truck, like 7 people.
Really?
Oh yeah, not even just bam! All of a sudden, people come flying through the front. The bouncers have thrown some guys out, so they're yelling shit back and forth, and these guys get in a van, and they just take the van and floored it into the crowd. Bam! They come flying through the windows, and we're up there playing. We're like, what? And then we go out. There's helicopters landing, and a goddamn parking lot.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
But there was I think one of the we're trying to keep the happy, awesome vibe going. But one of the most somber shows we ever had, we did an hour-long Robin Williams tribute.
Right.
God. And, we do 2 hours on the air. We dedicated an entire hour solely to Robin Williams,
Right.
and then the last hour
Absolutely.
was the usual debauchery and
Right,
shit.
right.
But like, it was a sad
Yeah.
show to do that first hour. I remember there was no joking, there was no laughing, there was no nothing. We were just kind of sitting here like, yeah.
The
yeah.
first show we had to play after 9/11. You're what the hell do you say? And what do you do? You're like,
Yeah.
just fuck, man. I guess we got to play the show and shit, man. Here, just
yeah, exactly. It's
get up
it's-
and dance.
sometimes you gotta like, yeah. It sucks to be the guy that has to go out there and like,
we were playing over at FedEx Field down in Washington.
yeah.
That was right after that was going. There's just cops checking all your gear and just dogs everywhere. And everybody's, the next target's going to be a football stadium. And here we are in Washington,
Yeah.
D.C. at a football stadium. It was insane.
It was like, oh shit.
But even worse than that was my band had to play every night. We were right after the Flyers were swept in the Stanley Cup. And what was that? 96, 97?
Yeah, something like that.
Somewhere there. Imagine, like, the Flyers just lose. Everybody's wearing Flyers jerseys, and you're like, yeah. Just might as well play a funeral dirge, Dun, 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 dun. Oh, never. Never booked a band after a big sporting event where,
Oh yeah, I can very, it was all pissed off and might
all
be.
right, you know what, they lost, but let's have some fun tonight. Fuck you.
Well, I think one of the coolest moments, and also one of the scariest moments. And again, I never thought I'd say this out loud about a wrestling event. I went to the Rumble, as you know, and you would ask me about how the live crowd sounded after Reigns won the Rumble.
You know what?
And I told you that I couldn't properly describe it to you. Number one, the seats I had were not the best seats. I got them very last minute. Got them through StubHub.
Because you were there, and so was my friend Matt.
And
he got box seats.
Yeah, I didn't get box seats.
So he was.
I got
like,
I got limited view mezzanine level seats. So like, here's my seat. Here's like the end of the big entranceway, and there's a ring. I can't see people coming out. I can't see anything. I paid $100 for those seats via StubHub. Why? Because I'm a moron. And so event's over. Everyone's pissed.
Did they do a dark match or did they?
No.
They didn't?
No. The Rock cut that horrible promo
In the back.
in the back. That was just bad promo because
he was pissed.
He was pissed off because he got booed. So I'm out in the parking lot, and I had parked near the buses.
Which you do.
And which is fun because you see guys coming out and going in the whole 9 yards. And as a wrestling nerd as I am, it's cool to see these guys, leaving the arena because then we'll talk to you. They'll at least give you a little wave or whatever the case may be. It's just like seeing a big band that can't come over and say hi to you every fucking time, but they'll at least acknowledge you. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for coming out. Onto a big ass bus.
Yep.
Did they have to take Reigns out in an ambulance?
No,
that's how they used to do it when they
moved. They moved his vehicle to the secondary lot, which is on the inside of the fenced area of the center. So he was able to get out without any altercation with fans. There was drunk fans that had their take-home chairs, like the ones you get from the floor, for getting the first 2 rows. As cars were leaving, they were folding their chairs out and sitting down in the parking lot, blocking the cars from leaving. Now, that's a horrible thing to do. Bradshaw, JBL, had one having it. He was just landing on his horn. It was going around him, and it was bad. But one of the coolest moments, I think I sent you, was with Bray Wyatt, when we were all singing to him in the parking lot. And that was just cool because he really embraces his character. He's like one of those old 80s style wrestlers, that like lives the gimmick that he has on TV. Doesn't want to change his outside appearance, and he's a cult leader, I guess you could basically say, for people who aren't really into it now.
Yeah.
He's more of a cult leader. And
I don't know. When I saw him in my store, he was wearing like a football jersey and sweatpants.
But he was, and he does this thing with the crowd where he sings. He's got the whole world in his hands,
right?
And then the whole stadium will sing it with him, and it's cool to see.
Right.
It's even cooler to be 20 guys in a parking lot seeing it as he's walking out of the arena and have him stand there and open his arms up and listen to you sing it.
Yeah, but see, that's cool. But taken out of context, if I'm a casual observer that doesn't see Bray Wyatt kneeling down, you just look like a bunch of jackasses singing a kid song.
Exactly. and then as he was leaving,
I love you, you love me. Yeah.
And then as he was leaving the arena, the traffic was so fucking bad they started singing again. So he put down the driver's side window and the passenger side window, and he's just going like this, just conducting us like a fucking choir. And every single Uber nerd in that lot's like,
well, like this is the big thing that like
we saw Ryback. That was hilarious. He tripped. Ryback tripped, almost busted his ass. Was his face in the trunk of a car.
I don't want to harp on it too much, but I mean,
that was funny.
That's why you don't park your car when you go to a club. You don't ever park your car near the door. Because when the fights happen, it's outside the door.
Yep.
And it's your car that gets the shit. Now, you're in the band, we never park near the door.
Yep. I learned that going to Shady Katie's one night.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I wasn't even in a band. It was a spot that was opened. It was right there.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, cool. Spot right there.
Bam, somebody's on the hood of your car beating the shit out of somebody.
Easy to leave. And there's a fight outside, and someone gets flipped, and this lands on the hood of my car. Lands on the hood of my 2013 Genesis Coupe 2.0 Turbo. And it's all I walk outside. It's like I see cops out there. I see bouncers running out. What the fuck's going on? I walk out. Boom! I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me! This
right there around the door. Don't.
This car's like a week old. Son of a bitch. Yeah, what were you saying?
I forget now.
You're saying something about wrestling.
Oh, I don't want to.
You don't want to dwell on it too much or harp on it
too much. But the reason that the show was as bad as it was because of where they had it. Because it wasn't a wrestling show. It's not a wrestling show anymore. And that's where people, if you want to see wrestling, go watch NXT.
Yeah.
If you want that sports entertainment drama bullshit, fucking watch WWE.
Yeah.
Don't bitch about it. Watch the fucking Rumble.
Yeah.
With the volume off. No. You think I've done this because I'm fucking crazy.
Are you?
I watch the Cena fucking Brock Seth match.
Yeah.
Was a great match.
Yes.
Because the fucking crowd was in it. I turned it down. It's okay. The Royal Rumble. I watched it muted. It's a good match. It's a really good match when you don't have 17,000 people going, boo!
No one
We
booed.
want our refunds. Wah!
No one booed until Reigns came out.
But that's the point. Like
that was like that was without doubt the best moment of the night because the moment his music hit, it was just boo. 13,000 people.
See now, my band we did
In
stuff for
unison.
women's wrestling. We were actually involved with that for a little while.
Were you really?
Oh yeah.
That-
Wrote a theme song for
some reason that does not shock me. I'm not sure why.
Celebrity referee stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that guy Lucky you were talking about in the beginning.
Yeah.
Go to YouTube and type in "Limpin' Ain't Easy" by Last Man Standing. It's his.
Limpin' Ain't Easy.
Yeah. I mean, he's got some medical conditions, whatever. That's why he's
That's why he's lucky.
Yeah. And every time he'd come to a show, if he had his walker or whatever, he'd fall. I'd make the crowd drink a shot. Look, he fell down. Everybody do a shot. We do it all night long.
Well, I gotta bring up something. I've heard this story numerous times from Rev Grimm, numerous times about after his accident, and he came to see I believe it was the All-Star Acoustic Jam play, and he was there with Shannon. I'm not sure if it was before they got married or after they got married. Well, he was still in his wheelchair.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard, and you can confirm this,
I might not even remember.
I believe Alan's told me numerous times that you had said his dick still works.
No, yeah. But his dick still works.
Yes.
The worst thing I ever did though, I stole a wooden leg off of a guy one night. I'm not even kidding. I took it up on stage, and I thought this would be hysterical. I was like, all right, I'm going to pour beer into it, and I'm going to down it out of the leg, right? I did not think about that smell was going to be inside of that leg. You gotta imagine.
Oh,
it was like
sweat.
It was like drinking beer out of King Kong's asshole. It was disgusting. It was just, it's just, the sweat, and it's stuck on this stump for just rotted old meat, and just, oh my God. Just, I got it down, but I turned green. I had to walk off the stage. Somebody do something. Don't ever drink beer out of a wooden leg.
Yes.
So So what I did, I took a Sharpie.
A public service announcement from John Pennington.
But I took exactly sound advice. But I took a Sharpie and I just wrote, "Good luck in the ass kicking contest," and gave his leg back.
Good luck in the ass kicking contest. That is a horrible.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Horrible story.
I
But
got a million of
the
them.
description of it is even better though. It was like drinking beer out of King Kong's asshole.
That was the best way I could describe it, really.
That was
somebody looking at you.
Yep. Time to wrap it.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I think what we'll do. We'll wrap the show. We actually hit the 2-minute mark, or the 2-hour mark, which is awesome. We're going about a minute in like 8 seconds.
Wrap the show.
So we are going to end this whole thing. I want to thank you, John, for popping in today.
Appreciate it.
You can see Mr. Pennington and all his drunken debauchery on February 15th at Shady Katie's.
Roxy Rolls.
Roxy Rolls will be there as well, and numerous other band members. And it's going to be an hour-long jam of whatever you want to hear, especially Whip It and Don't Stop Believing. And don't forget, Never Gonna Give You Up. That's a huge favorite. Freebird.
Yo, yeah, of course.
So you can check them out. Also, be sure to follow Monoxide and Mad Rocks at Tweet Me So Hard. That's still a great name. Another shout again to our friend Glacier Dead Donut over at Juggalo Family Chat. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for plugging the show and all that stuff. It's greatly appreciated. And we'll see you guys next Friday, where our guest will be Tom Maxwell from Hell Yeah. We're also going to be giving tickets away to see Cold Chamber with Filter, Combi Christ, and American Head Charge. That's going to be at the at the Starland Ballroom in Sayreville, New Jersey. Tickets still available online at Ticketmaster.com. And we're giving away 3 pairs of tickets to go see Bush with Theory of a Dead Man and Stars in Stereo at the Last Jam for Johnny P on the 15th. So take care, guys. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
See ya.